All right, I finished up installing the cowl assembly. Everything fit pretty well. The cowl assembly itself and the bracket or the brace, the kick panel brace, were from AMD and they fit really well. One thing that I did have a little bit of trouble with was the cowl shoulder cover, the cover piece. That was not from AMD. That came with the car when I purchased it. I'm not sure where it came from, but it fit okay, but it took a little bit of work, and we'll see what happens here on the other side. I've got all AMD panels for the left-hand side. So at any rate, that's what everything looks like once it's been installed from the inside. I still have to clean up a few welds. This car is getting a full floor pan with braces. I will try to save the firewall here, so I'll have to put in new toe boards when I get to that point, and then the outer rocker's in place as well. So no problems there. It fit in real well. And so now that I've got this side done, it's time to go back to the headache of cleaning up the other side and getting it all torn apart. And we'll see how things go. I've got to start off here with removing the dash from underneath here. There's a couple of spot welds there, so I'll remove the dash. I want to try to salvage this bottom piece of the dash. The top part of the dash, the upper part here, is going to be replaced, but both the right and the left hand side, I guess side pieces of the dash were in good shape, so I'm going to save those. And then I'm going to try to save this brace here as well. As you can see, it's missing here. I've just got to get it welded back in. I'm going to go ahead and sandblast the original braces and epoxy them, and then I'll weld those in place. Just want to make sure that I take the correct measurements so that I know where to relocate each side when it's all said and done. So yeah, I've got the cowl assembly here on the floor, along with the kick panel bracket brace, and then the cowl shoulder cover are sitting there. I have not purchased the hinge pillar yet. I'm going to wait to see what it looks like once I get inside of there. If it's like the other side, I'm going to have to end up replacing it. So if you recall from a couple of the other videos, I replaced the cowl hinge pillar on the other side, just simply because it couldn't be saved. So hopefully this one's not as bad, but I have a feeling it's going to be questionable, probably at best. So not a big deal. I can replace it, and we'll want to make sure that we get it all done the right way. So same thing on this side as we just did on the other side, and then it'll be time to put the rockers in, and then we'll be back getting the full floors put into this car. Test fitting the side cowl panel here, and it was a little bit of work getting it in here. Usually this AMD stuff fits a little bit better than this, but it actually, when it's all said and done, it's fitting in here pretty good. It just needed a little bit of persuasion. So it is in there now, and like I said, I've had panels fit a little bit better than this, but I'm going to go with it here. So we're going to go around and mark the other side for the areas where I need to do some punching or drilling of holes for the welding. You can see here in the floor pan, I've already got some X's, and along the cowl panel piece itself, I've already put some marks where I want to punch holes, and then I will plug weld this thing into place, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I'm going to just provide a quick update here. I wanted you to be able to see this before I get it all welded out in. What you can see here is I've got this inner kick panel brace here. This panel that's going to be welded in here. It's essentially a brace that provides some reinforcement for this cowl panel, kick panel area, however you want to refer to it. So I just have it clamped in there real loosely so that you can see that it's a separate panel. But I'll get this clamped in here. I've already got my holes punched where I want to put my plug welds, and that should be the last thing to do here on the driver's side, and then I'll be able to put the floor up in there. Nothing unusual to report here. I just replaced everything, so there wasn't a lot of fabrication for me to have to do on this side. if you can see here, the little bit of a backlight from outside the shop door here, but you can see that I've got this one in place already. And this one I actually welded to the kick panel before I put it all in place, and I actually just used my spot welder and everything turned out well there. So again, nothing crazy to report here. It's just really a matter of measuring twice, cutting once type of situation. So just make sure you're keeping track of what you're doing, paying attention to where the panels go and how they align. I've already checked everything with the full floor that I'm putting in as well, just to make sure that there aren't any surprises when I put this floor up in here. So I'm going to get this plug weld in here, and then the next thing is going to be finally getting to putting the full floor in.